hiding.
Hey, thanks.
Just wondering where the holders were for the banner mix that were in the outfit.
I don't know.
Well, this is one of them, too. One of them.
Good evening, and welcome to Johnson College's 101st Commencement Ceremony. I am Dr. Kellen Williams, the Chief Academic Officer. To start this celebration, I ask that you please stand outside but near your vehicles for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. And please return to your vehicles. We ask that all graduates and guests remain in their vehicles during the entire ceremony unless instructed otherwise. Graduates, today is a great night to reflect. I'm overwhelmed by your success stories. Take Nathan Cobert, a heating, ventilation, and air conditioning student and a father of 2 boys. To provide for his family, Nathan worked a full-time job while attending all of his classes, labs, and completing an internship. Nathan's internship at GLR Mechanical in Scranton turned into an opportunity when he was offered a full-time position, which he accepted. Oh, on top of all of that, he purchased a new home and got married. Congratulations, Nathan. And Joe Minsack, an architectural drafting and design technology student who previously earned a carpentry degree from the college. Joe is a veteran who served in several deployments. While earning his architectural drafting and design technology degree, Joe earned his instructor's respect by his willingness to help his fellow students outside the classroom, his dedication to community projects, his active role in creating the college's Student Veterans Association, and his ability to instruct classes as an adjunct. While staying at home to protect his family from COVID-19, Joe was offered and accepted a job at McGregor Iron in Dunmore. Joe is now working in the steel design and construction industry, which fits both his degrees. Way to go, Joe, and thank you for your service. These are just a few of the many examples of guts, grit, and glory, values that we share and hold dear as a Johnson College family. Tonight, we are all here to celebrate your academic accomplishment. It is truly a special night for you as a student, and it marks a milestone for your family and friends. Tonight isn't the end, but the beginning of the next chapter in your life. Thank you to all the parents, spouses, family members, and friends of the class of 2020 who are here tonight. We recognize the importance of your support in making this night possible. Please join me in a round of applause, honking on horns, and flashing your headlights for everyone here who helped our graduates get to this moment. Thank you. Also, thank you to the management and staff of the Circle Drive-In for having us here tonight to celebrate your accomplishments. Tonight's commencement speaker is the current and the first female mayor of the city of Scranton, Mayor Paige Gebhardt Cognetti. Mayor Cognetti's recorded her remarks and they will be shown on the big screen. Joining me on stage is our president and CEO of Johnson College, Dr. Katie Leonard, along with our board chair, Alex Stark. On behalf of everyone at Johnson College, I'd like to say a special thank you to our board members for their continued commitment, guidance, and support they provide the college. Johnson College is successful because of your efforts. Thank you, board members. Please join me in recognizing our honored guests by clapping and honking your horns. Thank you. Now to the members of the Johnson College faculty seated beside the stage and all of our dedicated staff members. These individuals work tirelessly to ensure all of our students receive the educational opportunities Orlando S. Johnson helped to define as the mission of our institution. Would the college's faculty and staff please stand and accept recognition from our audience? I am honored to work alongside such a talented and committed team. Thank you. Due to the guidelines and precautions brought about by the pandemic, our annual award ceremony will be combined with tonight's ceremony. The Alpha Beta Kappa Honor Society inducted new members based on their student engagement and academic performance. In addition, many students did receive recognition for their academic accomplishments. We are very proud of our students' achievements, and I'd like to recognize these students with a round of applause, honking of horns, and flashing of headlights. I would like to recognize two students in particular for their academic accomplishments. These students then will share their few words on behalf of the class of 2020. Our first student is recognized for the academic excellence of a graduate who earned the highest grade point average among the candidates for Associate in Science degree for the class of 2020. Congratulations to Joseph Staffy, who is graduating with a degree in Computer Information Technology. Mr. Joseph Polinsky, Program Director of the Computer Information Technology, said, Joe managed to work a full-time job and work part-time in Johnson College's IT department, plus help his peers while keeping a very high GPA. There's no doubt Joe will have a successful career. Please join me by honking your horns and flashing your headlights and welcoming Joseph to the podium to share a few remarks.
Congratulations, class of 2020, and good evening to everyone here tonight, especially Jonathan Odell. My name is Joe Stoffy. I earned my degree in Computer Information Technology, and apparently I had the highest overall GPA for the Associate in Science degrees. Now, when I first received the email letting me know and asking me if I could give a commencement speech, I thought that some mistake must have been made. I didn't really feel like I earned the honor of giving the speech, and I still feel strange about it now. I remember thinking that there must be someone else who deserved this more than me. Maybe all the credit was going to the wrong person due to some strange accident. Maybe if I'd enrolled in a more challenging program, my GPA would have been low enough for someone else to rise to the top. And in my own attempt to convince myself that I didn't deserve my GPA, I began to think about imposter syndrome. Now, imposter syndrome is characterized by a person's belief that they're not actually competent enough to deserve their current position, that their colleagues around them are truly knowledgeable and competent, and it's only a matter of time before this fact is revealed. I think that anyone who is reasonably humble about assessing their own ability and knowledge is likely to feel like an imposter from time to time. It only takes a healthy dose of self-doubt to draw the conclusion that you're not quite as good at your job as other people may believe. So this sounds pretty bad, right? It sounds like a source of anxiety, possibly some delusion, something that needs to be treated or cured. But I'm going to argue the opposite tonight. I believe that imposter syndrome is a source of motivation. As early as my first semester, I was anxious about graduating without having really learned anything. Johnson College is a fine school, and it wasn't that I doubted my teachers, I doubted myself. I expected myself to skate by and not really engage with the material. That's kind of how I was in high school, after all. Now, since I'd anticipated and feared that outcome, I decided that I would study harder and be the most effective imposter I could be by actually learning the material. I read the chapters thoroughly before taking the chapter quizzes. I turned down my classmates when they offered me help that I didn't really need. I didn't miss any homework. Some of my classmates would tease me and call me a tryhard, but the truth is by the time you turn 31, you develop an immunity to peer pressure. I tuned them out. And as a side note, you should always tune out people who want you to do less. Their strategy is to bring down the high flyers rather than working hard enough to be among them. Now that I'm on the other side of the tunnel giving this speech, I know that the effort that I put in has paid off. I still choose to see myself as an imposter, even though I understand that it's not really true. I mean, think about this. Depending on how the survey is phrased, as much as 80% of the population will relate to imposter syndrome. Imagine a room full of people and assume that most of them believe that they're surrounded by people who are more qualified than they are. That just doesn't check out mathematically. Only a few people that could only be the case for a few people, and they're probably the people who think that they're great at what they do. Now, to bring home the idea that imposter syndrome could be a good thing, I'll give you a metaphor. And since everyone in the audience tonight is a car, I'm going to adjust the metaphor to make it a little more relatable to you. Imagine that you're on the highway, going as fast as you can because you're being chased by something, maybe a runaway semi or a bus. That represents the anxiety that you feel about being revealed as an imposter. The miles you're putting on your odometer represent real progress you're making in your field. And if you ever looked in the rearview mirror, you might find that there isn't actually anything chasing you, and maybe there never was. But if you knew that, you'd have one less reason to push forward. Maybe you're motivated by other forms of anxiety or the promise of rewards for your hard work, but whatever it is that pushes you forward, I think it's worth holding on to. In fact, I think once you're aware of it, you could treat imposter syndrome as sort of a fun game. Like, who can I pretend to be today? Well, for me tonight, I'm pretending to be someone who's qualified to give life advice to you, the Johnson College class of 2020. So just for tonight, during this event, even if you have imposter syndrome and you can't really believe that you deserve your degree, at least try to put it aside and imagine that you earned this. Pat yourselves on the back and celebrate your accomplishments. Try and be genuinely proud of yourself, at least for the rest of today. And since this is an academic setting, I thought it'd be appropriate to speak some Latin. This is the traditional Roman phrase for concluding a speech. Caterem censeo, Carthaginem esse delendam. Congratulations, good luck, and thank you.
Next, we'd like to recognize the academic excellence of a graduate who earned the highest grade point average among the candidates for Associate in Applied Science for the class of 2020. Congratulations to Stephanie Lakowski, who is graduating with a degree in automotive technology. Mr. Mark Kazemko, Program Director of the Automotive Technology, said, Stephanie showed her enthusiasm and dedication to the automotive program from day one. She became one of the best students to complete the automotive program. After tonight, she will be the second generation Johnson College alumni from her family, as her father graduated from the automotive program in 1979. Please join me in honking your horns and flashing your headlights to welcome Stephanie to the podium for a few remarks.
Good evening, class of 2020. Family, friends, my name is Stephanie Laskowski. I graduated from the automotive program. Today, we are all graduates of our degrees. We should all be very proud Before I start, I would like to thank my parents and family for all the help they have provided me during these last 2 years. I know it's been tough. Class, turn to your loved ones. Tell them thank you. Because if it wasn't for them, you would not be here today. I also want to say thank you to all the faculty at Johnson College for all their hard work it took to help us get here today as well. This day has been long awaited for all of us. Some of us have graduated recently from high school, while others have graduated many years ago. I will admit that I graduated high school in 2001. I am an older student, and I'm okay with that. It just took me a lot longer to figure out what I wanted from my education. Right after high school, I waited a semester to go to college. I went to Bloomsburg for a year to study early education because I always thought I wanted to be a teacher. After that year, I recognized that education path was not working for me. That is when I figured I would try Prince George's Community College from my general education classes until I figured out what I wanted to do next. And that still didn't work for me. After 2 different colleges, I went into the workforce. During that time, I took the time to reevaluate my life. That is when I realized I had 2 passions in life: cooking and working on cars. That is also when I realized that both of my passions were considered male dominant. Do you know what? That didn't stop me. I took on the chef life. I worked in the food industry for 15 years. It was a great career path for a while, but I wasn't going anywhere. So once again, I had to reevaluate my life. That is when I decided to follow my other passion, cars. I started to do some researches on some schools that offered automotive technology. And I found that a lot of colleges did not offer it. That is when I found and investigated Johnson College. I figured it would be a good choice because, 1, my family's been coming to Johnson for years. So that did play a role in my choice. 2, I learned from my research that you get a hands-on experience there, which is how I learn best. During my time at Johnson College, I had a few goals I wanted to achieve before I graduated. Was to learn and gather all the knowledge I could from the professors here. Another was to make lifelong friends, which I know I have, and I hope many of you have too. After talking with some of you in class or in passing, I realized that my plans are same as many of you. For 1, is to do the best we can in our new fields, start a family, and achieve greatness. For most of us, we are on the same path. We are going to do it with each other's support because the most important step is to finish school, and we did. Another goal for me is not to work overnight or work 3rd shifts again. I know I did not work full-time while in school, but I did work the 3rd shift. And as some of you can relate, you didn't like that shift either. I did them during school so I could pay my bills. As adults, we have to do what we have to do to pay our bills. Be proud of yourself. You did what you had to do. I keep skipping pages here. Because you know your education and bills were both needed to be taken care of. I know for me, I would believe for most of you, we learn best on hands experience. While in my early years of education, I discovered I had a learning disability. I had a hard time with basic reading. I would struggle to sound out words. That came with a lot of other problems. Like other students would make fun of me. But I didn't let that bother me. I just took one day at a time. With the difficulty reading, it was hard for me to learn. So my parents and I looked at different ways for me to learn. And we found hands-on learning was the best for me. And I know that is how I figured Johnson was a good choice for me to get my college degree. All of us face many challenges in our lives. One I face that many probably of you have faced as well is anxiety. We all have either suffered or know somebody who suffers from it firsthand. It's not easy to deal with. I know from firsthand. I deal with it. Working in a male-dominated career is another challenge. I knew I could do it because I could overcome both many times. One of the problems I did come across when I started were the males in my class. I felt they were unsure if I could do the work as a female student. I had to prove to my male classmates. My fellow classmates, Sasha and Soren, understood this hurdle too. I know some of the other females in the other programs that are non-traditional programs that you're in, you face this tough hurdle as well. It was a challenge for all of us, but we did it because we are here today. All of us as a class 2020 faced our challenges and are here because we've overcome our challenges. I know the challenges I faced in school, I still face every day. Because personally, I take one day at a time and worked on being a better person. And through my struggles, I do not let them get in my way. I overcome them. You should overcome them too. This day is very important for all of us. We have all overcome challenges that we have set in front of us, personally and as a group. One challenge we have faced together was the virus. It closed the in-class sessions and we had to learn virtually online. That wasn't easy. I know for me. There's at least one graduate out there today that this is an important day for them. Because you could be the first ones to have graduated from your family, or you could have been years before you graduated from high school to college. But you all should be proud. You all overcame the struggles. You all overcame the requirements that were set upon us. My fellow graduates, please take a moment and think about your life for the last few years. Now look at where you are today. Most of us, if not all of us, have been bettering ourselves in our new degree that we received today from Johnson College. You should be proud, your family and friends as well. I'm going to leave you with a quote that I found inspiring. Duke Ferguson got this quote from his mother and had interviewed and said it in an interview in 1988. Do what they think you can't do. I say do it. Do it every day. Do it every minute when nobody else knows what to do. We are the future. We will do great things. Thank you, family and friends and faculty, for joining us on this special day. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you, Joseph and Stephanie, for representing Johnson College and your fellow graduates so well. Now, please join me again by honking your horns and flashing your lights and welcoming Dr. Katie Leonard to the podium to share a few words with our graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Williams, and to our students. I also want to thank Mayor Paige Gebhardt Cognetti for being our 2020 commencement speaker. Welcome members of our board of directors and fellow members of the Johnson College community. And of course, a very special welcome to our graduates and their families and friends. This was a very unique year for all of us, especially for you, graduates. First, a pandemic, then completing your coursework in many different ways, and then rescheduling your commencement not once, but twice. The second time because we had a tropical storm to deal with. Who knew? But of course, in true Johnson College fashion, you all rose to the occasion time and time again and said, "Bring it on." Our students, especially all of you here tonight, worked and learned firsthand just how essential you are to the workforce. All of our students kept the economy moving forward in Northeastern Pennsylvania and beyond. We promised you real-world learning as a part of our mission, and it doesn't get any more real-world than what we experienced this year. While the college's campus was closed, industry partners such as Earlbeck Gases and Technology, Don's Machine Shop, Vispisky Mechanical, Schonburn Construction, Simplex Homes, Equine Therapy Solutions, Polka Farms, Friends for Life Veterinary Care, Northeastern Rehabilitation Associates, Kenworth of Pennsylvania, and Gibbons Ford rose to the occasion by inviting students into their businesses to continue their hands-on learning and finish their training. These essential businesses and our students kept going, fueling our economy. I want to thank all of them for continually standing with us as we educate their future workforce. Industry truly is our students' campus. Thank you, industry partners. Students, tonight is a celebration of your persistence to graduate and your ability to adapt and succeed in this ever-changing world. Congratulations. Graduates, please take a moment to reflect on your journey and all the twists and turns that have brought you to this day. When there were challenges, and there were many this year, you persevered. When opportunities presented themselves, you rose to meet them. And when you were tested, you sharpened your skills and advanced to a new level, learning more about yourself and the expectations of the real world along the way. This is the Johnson College way and what we mean when we say we work. It is a toughness, an inner strength, and a resiliency found within each of you. It will set you apart in the workplace and in life. And of course, tonight is no end for each of you. It is only the beginning. Everyone here at the college will be looking forward to hearing what comes next for you and the success you will have in your chosen fields. You have not gotten to this moment alone, and you will not achieve anything else in your life alone. In this life, the things that matter are not contained in any one degree or single accomplishment, but the good you do with them and for others because of them. Go out into the world, graduates, and live the life you are dreaming of. This is your life, your story. Don't let anything stop you. And above all else, do not be afraid to continue taking action. Everything you're connected with has been driven by some action. Being here today means you took action. Keep practicing this. Do not be afraid to fail. Just look at it as a new opportunity in a world full of possibilities. I might not have much advice to give, but I do know this. Every morning we wake up, we have a choice. We can give in and let life happen to us, or we can push forward and make life happen for us. Be that person. Create the life and change that you wish to be and see in this world. Do not let anyone stop you from this, and do not doubt yourself. Remember what you learned here at Johnson College and the lessons you've learned from those you've trusted on your journey. Those skills, advice, and experiences will help carry you forward into your lives and your careers. I know you, Johnson College students. You are doers, you are builders, and you are makers. Go out there and shake it up. Make life happen. You have demonstrated this hardworking spirit time and time again during your educational journey at Johnson College, especially since March of this year. Class of 2020, you have played an integral role in all of the college's progress and success during the COVID-19 pandemic. You've embodied our motto, "We work," by taking what should have been an impossible challenge and turning it into an opportunity for success. Since you started your educational journey at the college, you have been an extremely involved class, serving on our student associations, being active in many of our campus activities, providing feedback on projects, and completing your respective academic programs. Thank you for your hard work, your patience, and your perseverance while dealing with the many changes caused by the pandemic, and for the lasting gifts of your time and your talents. You are certainly a class that has gone above and beyond for Johnson College. You should be very proud of your role at the college, just as we are proud of you. For over 101 years as an institution, Johnson College has provided the highest quality, technology-driven education to our region. Our college has continually met the challenge of enabling individuals to achieve their career goals and become successful members of our community. In 2020, we worked to provide new ways to deliver our hands-on education. This is the great thing about Johnson College, and we all know. We know how to respond quickly and creatively, and we find solutions. Class of 2020, as you embark on the careers for which you have been educated, please take with you the knowledge that you are a part of a wonderful legacy. You will represent Johnson College in the workplace, and we are confident that you will continue to demonstrate the ideals and accomplishments of all the students that have come before you. It is in this spirit that we are here to celebrate the graduation of this outstanding class, a class alive with knowledge, resilience, ambition, and action, the Johnson College class of 2020. Now, it is my honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Paige Gebhardt-Cognetti, the mayor of the city of Scranton and the first female to hold the position. Mayor Cognetti came from her role as special assistant to the Pennsylvania Auditor General, the chief fiscal watchdog of the Commonwealth. She advised on financial management, governance, and transparency. Her areas of focus included public school districts, care for older adults, criminal justice reform, and student debt. Mayor Cognetti previously served as a director on the Scranton School Board, overseeing a $160 million budget and helping navigate the district's dual crisis of financial distress and public mistrust. Before moving to northeastern Pennsylvania, Mayor Cognetti lived in New York and worked as an investment advisor at Goldman Sachs. Prior to this private sector work, she served in the Obama administration from 2009 to 2012 as a senior advisor to the Undersecretary for International Affairs at the U.S. Treasury Department. She has been a fundraiser and project director on numerous political campaigns. Mayor Cognetti holds an MBA from Harvard Business School and graduated summa cum laude from the University of Oregon Clark Honors College with a BA in English Literature and Romance Languages. Mayor Cognetti is originally from Beaverton, Oregon. She lives in Scranton with her husband Ryan and their daughter Sloan. And now, please turn your attention to the big screen as our 2020 commencement speaker, Mayor Paige Gebhardt-Cognetti, presents her remarks.
Good evening. My name is Paige Gebhardt-Cognetti. I'm the mayor of the city of Scranton. Thank you to Dr. Katie Leonard and the board of directors of Johnson College for the honor of choosing me to give an address to you tonight. Graduates of Johnson College, class of 2020, I can't be more proud of you. You have persevered through the most difficult year that we've seen in our country's history in quite some time. To be able to say that you graduated in the class of 2020, right now, I think it comes with mixed emotions, but as time goes on, we will always remember you as the graduates who just took it all on the chin. So as you stand there, sit there out in your cars with your families, This will be a night that you will never forget. I know this has been a spring and a summer that will not be forgotten, and we will always, always appreciate everything that you have gone through and everything that you've had to endure in these last months, as the last semester was not what it was supposed to be, and as this commencement is not quite what you were hoping it would be. But you truly have accomplished so much. I know I sat 18 years ago in my graduation from college at the University of Oregon with my family, with my parents, with all of my friends, and I wondered what was ahead. I didn't know what was ahead. I knew that I would be going off to Japan to teach English for a couple of years. I too graduated in a year that was a very difficult time economically for our country. I chose to go teach English instead of going down my career path right away because of the change that was happening in the country. I graduated the year that 9/11 happened. So our economy was not doing well. My graduating class of 2002 also had to make some difficult choices and go on a more winding path than maybe we would have thought. But I am forever grateful for that winding path that I ended up on. 18 years ago, I would have no idea that I would stand before you here today as the mayor of the city of Scranton. When I graduated from college, I had never even been to Pennsylvania. You truly never know where life is going to take you, and you can't go with fear. You have to go with an open heart, with an open mind, and with confidence. When I graduated from Johnson College today, you have given yourself the gift. Your parents, your family have given you the gift of a college degree and a confidence that you should take with you every step of the way as you move forward. I will say, no joke, on Sunday night, I had one of those dreams that I didn't do my test to graduate from business school. I woke up, I actually had to go through the motion. Did I take the test? Did I graduate? Okay, I graduated. Did I get, yes, I got the diploma. It still happens. It will happen to you for the rest of your life. You will have those dreams about, did you pass? Did you get the diploma? Did it all work out? The answer is yes. So know that, but know that it never happens. What I think about those dreams, though, I've thought about this a lot because I've been having them for 18 years. I think what's hard about graduating from college is that in real life, when you go out into the world, when you start your career, there are few metrics by which you're measured by. When you're in school, you have tests. You have 3, 4, 5, 6 tests every 3 or 4 months. You get your grades, you understand where you are. You're always being measured. As you go into the next phase of your life, there are a lot fewer metrics, so you kind of have to set them for yourself. The drive has to come from within you. It's very different than sitting with all of your friends in a classroom or when you're out doing an internship. Those are very different things than you might see in the real world. So that drive really, really has to come from within you. And that drive doesn't need to be about money. It doesn't need to be about a title. That drive should be about your happiness and your fulfillment. When you wake up in the morning, next month, in a year, in 3 years, in 5 years, when you wake up in the morning, when you go to bed on a Sunday night, are you excited to do what you're going to do the next day? Not every day in any job is great. Not any day in any career is great. Absolutely not. Anybody who says, I wake up every morning and I love it. Well, most mornings, sure, but there's always going to be mornings where you have to do something difficult and you're not going to want to do it. But try to take that temperature for yourself. Try to set those measures and those metrics for yourself as you go through your career, because the finals are over. The tests are over. You're going to have to take those moments yourself and understand where you are, where your fulfillment is, and if you need to make a change. And that's another thing. Don't be afraid to make a change. No career has to be forever. We live in a time, we're very lucky, where people have lots of different career tracks. Myself, I taught English in Japan. If you talked to me 18 years ago, I thought I'd be an English professor. I've clearly gone a different path. I've been on political campaigns. I worked in the federal government, and now here I am, so blessed to be the mayor of the city of Scranton. Careers can go in many different paths. You don't have to stay in a job for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. You have the ability to do a lot of different things. So don't panic and don't be afraid if you feel you need to make a change, or if you want to do something to pivot to get into a management role or to do something a little bit different, even within the same company or the same organization that you're in. And if you love what you're doing, that's what's going to really keep you strong through all of this. So whatever you want to do, make sure that you're doing something every day that scares you. So this is the mantra I live by. So Eleanor Roosevelt said, do something every day that scares you. Whether it's something little like, I don't know, me doing this video for you is probably the thing that scares me today, or it's something big like doing a black diamond down a mountain, or having that difficult conversation with a friend where you guys are trying to mend fences. There's different levels of that thing in a day that scares you, but if every day you push yourself to do something different, over time you become less afraid of change, and you become less afraid of doing things that push you and get you to where you want to be in your life, whether it's in your career or in your personal life. So that's somehow a way to measure success as well. If you do something every single day that scares you, you can go to bed every night knowing that you've done something that day that pushed you into a new place. It pushed you a little bit more, because those tests are no longer coming. Those exams, those grades are no longer coming to you. So that has to come from within you. And with that said, it's actually a good thing, because it means that you don't have to let others define you, or a test define you, or an exam define you. You can keep track of your wins on your own. So something I do today, for example, actually, I cut out an article in the Scranton Times that was emblematic of the work that we've been doing here in the city of Scranton. If I ever get time to go to the store to buy a frame, we'll see. I might have to order it online because time is tight for me. I'm going to frame it. I'm going to put it in my office. For you, as you go out into your career, again, there's no more report card, right? There's no more grade set to be able to put up on the fridge. So you have to find those things that you can cut out, or find those things that you can take a snapshot of, take a screenshot of an email that a colleague sent to you that made you feel good. Track those wins for yourself. Make sure that you're always telling yourself not just the bad things or the shoulda, coulda, woulda, but the positive things. Make sure that you're using positive reinforcement with yourself and with your family and friends and with your colleagues. The power of positive reinforcement is so great. And I think sometimes when you're younger, you don't really realize that. But I can tell you, as the mayor of a small city, that positive reinforcement works, and it still makes me feel good if I get a note or a letter in the mail to the mayor's office that I did something good for someone. So those little things count. Don't be afraid for those little things to count. They're not silly. They are truly meaningful. And make sure that what you're measuring for yourself is meaningful to you, right? So the things that are meaningful to you are the things that you should measure. If you're waking up in the morning, you're not feeling good, don't be afraid to make that change. Be bold, be confident, know that you don't have to do something that you don't want to do for the rest of your life. So go forward with confidence, go forward knowing that your path will be winding, that you have people to support you, that by going to Johnson College, by graduating today, by getting that diploma today, Johnson College will be there to support you. I know the city of Scranton will be here cheering you on, and we're here to support you. We want you to go forward with confidence, without fear, and go forward and be successful. So as you wind down this evening with your family, with your friends, please make sure you're distanced, please wear a mask, and please know how much we truly, truly wish you the best. And we're here for you at the city if you need us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Cognetti. As a token of appreciation from Johnson College Class of 2020, we will be presenting Mayor Cognetti with a plaque that reads, "Presented in appreciation by the Class of 2020 to Mayor Paige Gebhardt Cognetti for the commencement address, Johnson College, August 2020. And now I would like to invite Mr. Alex Stark, who served as the chair of the board for the 2019-2020 academic year, to read the chairperson's statement to our graduates.
Today certainly is a special day. It's been an honor and my pleasure to serve as the chair of the board of directors at Johnson College. Interacting with students has always energized me and brought me a lot of joy, and this by far is my favorite graduation since I've been associated with the college. Class of 2020, please exit safely and stand near your vehicles. On the recommendation of the faculty and on behalf of the Board of Directors, by the authority of the laws of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I hereby confer the degrees of Associate in Science or Associate in Applied Science or an academic certificate upon the class of 2020. These candidates have honorably fulfilled all of the requirements prescribed by the college for their degrees and are entitled to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. It is now official. Graduates, please stay standing.
Parents and guests, please stay in your vehicles and watch the screen to see your student pick up their diploma. Graduates, when I call out your program name, please exit your vehicles and approach the stage on my left, your right, near the white and silver balloons. You must wear a face mask covering and line up behind Mr. Burke while keeping a 6 feet distance between each other. When I say your name, please cross the stage and pick up your diploma from the table near Mr. Stark. Will the students of the Computer Information Technology please come forward? Joseph Stoffi, Departmental Honor, Computer Information Technology, summa cum laude. Oh. Brian Hill, Departmental Honor, Computer Information Technology, summa cum laude. Rodrigue Gongo, CIT. Jonathan Odell. Will the students from the Radiologic Technology please come forward? Okay. We'll take on the students from Physical Therapy next. Heather Smith. Alexis DiGregorio. Joey Brown. Will the students of the Radiologic Technology program please come forward? Nicholas Chuberini.
Thank you.
Ryan Dopko. Jeffrey Smirchko. Alexandria Hilkier. Caitlin Krukar. Miranda Jones. Samantha Sheridan. Kathleen Donovan. Christine Noldy. Kaylee Cece.
Thank you.
Chloe Hedgelon. Nicholas Van Hoof. Kiki Smith. Regina Maureen McCaffrey, Departmental Honor, Radiologic Technology, summa cum laude. Carrie Alice Wydeen, summa cum laude. Shannon Miskell. Karen Dykeman. Will the students of the veterinary technology please come forward? Samantha Ruth Hanstein. Hi, Taylor Solka. Rose Anna Triani. Kimberly Rivera Mendoza. Annalise Jewell. Bethany Jane Severn, Departmental Honor, Veterinary Technology, magna cum laude. Diana Warrington, magna cum laude. Will the students from the Architectural Drafting and Design program please step forward? Nicholas Robert Bush, Departmental Honor, Architectural Drafting and Design Technology, magna cum laude. Joseph Robert Robert Minzak, cum laude. Shane B. Jordan. Paul Seaman. Students from the Advanced Manufacturing Technology, Jamie Mattis. Elizabeth Ann McCracken.
Yeah.
Brandon Kermode. Students from the Automotive Technology, Sasha Marie Wolf. Stephanie Laskowski, Departmental Honor, Automotive Technology, summa cum laude. Michael David Minnick. Hey, remember where we were 2 years ago? Look at us now.
Yeah.
Patrick Teeple, cum laude. Owen Hyde. William Wolf Deschenz. Walter Terry. Don't worry about it, Walter. We'll see you in a few weeks. Michael Cicerini. Soren Darby Yadolowski. Ryan Cabbage. Kevin James Salemba. Camilo James Oliveri. Matthew Tully. Will the students from the Biomedical Equipment Technology please come forward? Joseph Dominic Del Vecchio, Departmental Honor, Biomedical Equipment Technology. Oh, my Stephen. Come on.
It's accident prone.
Stephen Cross. Justin Michael Jones. Cameron John Cashmere. Thomas Ricky. Emily Ann Williams. I got it. Students from the Carpentry and Cabinet Making Technology. John T. Grady, Departmental Honor, Carpentry and Cabinet Making Technology. Carl Frey. Zachary Lobb. Alessandro Fuentes. Van Ha. Tristan McMine. Official now. David Koch. Corey Klatt. Jacob Pisaki. Did I say it right? Aw. Carter Joseph Terson. Joshua Shaver Sr. Got it. Ashley Grace Weedo. Electronics? Oh, diesel. Students from the Diesel Truck Technology. Jeremiah Levi Johnson. Benjamin Lewis. Preston West, Departmental Honor, Diesel Truck Technology, magna cum laude. Joshua Green. Edward Novak. Timothy Brown. Kenneth Raymond, magna cum laude. Hi. Jeffrey Sikelski. Students of the Electrical Construction and Maintenance Technology, please come forward. Joseph Iannelli, magna cum laude. Mark Daluki, cum laude. Austin Michael Eltora. Adam Christopher Basinski. Jordan Talrico. Jacob Gata. Matthew Nelson. Eric Bunnell. Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Nathan Steele. Tommy Ibernado Vega, Departmental Honor, Electrical Construction and Maintenance Technology, magna cum laude. The students of the Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning Technology, please come forward. Andrew Bellis, Jr. Kyle Brink. Hope not. Peter Graziano, Jr. George Natelski. Great job, George. Nathan Krobert, Departmental Honor, Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning, cum laude. Justin David Reed. Thomas D. Rooney, Jr. Great job, Sean. Sean Daniel Sheeran. All right. The students of the Welding Technology. Joshua Pernicaro. Zachary Daniel Lloyd. Seth Dolan. Tyler Joseph Galea. Leonard Ash. Anthony Bridges. Matthew Piccoletti. Julian Koch. Cedric Roche. Owen Garrick. Stephen Davis, Jr.
Congratulations to all of our students. We are all so very proud of you. Now, graduates, if you haven't already, please exit your cars if you haven't already done so. Graduates, please turn and face your family and friends. Now, please turn your tassel to the left. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please honk your horns, flash your headlights, cheer and celebrate as I present to you the Johnson College class of 2020. Class, please enter your vehicles and best wishes.
Now, I would like to invite our Program Director of Automotive Technology, Mr. Mark Kazemko, an alumnus of the class of 1979, to the podium to deliver the alumni address.
Glasses. They told me to make it short and sweet, so here we go. On behalf of the Johnson College Family Network of Alumni, I welcome the class of 2020. I'm proud to be a part of what some may call a family tradition. During the 100+ years that Johnson College has been in existence, we have 4 members of the Kazemko family that have graduated from this great institution. I myself graduated in 1969 from the same program that I am the director of right now, automotive. That was followed by my cousin Ted, who graduated from the automotive program also the next year with 1980. And in that same year, another cousin, Joe, graduated from the carpentry and cabinet making program. But last but not least, my youngest son, Ryan, graduated from Mr. DeAngelis' Architectural and Drafting Design Technology program in 2005. Graduates, you are now joining a long list of distinguished alumni and members of our family. We welcome you, congratulate you, and look forward to helping you maintain your relationship with Johnson College. Congratulations. You did it. I'm going to put this on upside down. Gotta get ready. Glasses.
Before we complete our formal program, I'd like to add my own comments to our graduates. Years ago, a high school education was sufficient for getting a well-paid job to support a family. Now it takes some form of post-secondary education to get that job. In making the decision to go to college, you took the initial steps to a whole new world of opportunities. Every class and lab you've taken, every essay written, and every certification you earned has prepared you to adapt to the changes and challenges of life. As you know, it is a tough world out there. Nothing will be handed to you. You will have to earn it, and it will mean more to you because you worked so hard to get it. You should be very proud of yourselves for accomplishing this goal that we're celebrating tonight. You are now armed with one of the most important tools to forge the path ahead. It is not the diploma itself that counts. It is what you've learned along the way and what you will do with your education you received. Your future is in your hands and no one else's. Seize the opportunity as only a Johnson College graduate can. Tonight, we celebrate a commencement, a beginning for all of you. Congratulations to all of you. Again, please join us in celebrating the Johnson College class of 2020 by honking your horns and flashing your lights and cheering. On behalf of the Board of Directors, administration, and the faculty and staff of Johnson College, thank you for attending tonight's celebration. Please stay parked until your row is dismissed by a Johnson College representative. Thank you.
Hey, JC graduates. That has a nice ring to it.
Congratulations, class of 2020. You made it, even in our trying times.
Congratulations, everybody. I'm so proud of you, and I cannot wait to see how far you all go. Great job.
One of my favorite parts of my job is seeing the students who I welcome at orientation walk across the stage at graduation. So I'm so excited to be able to say congratulations to you remotely.
Your hard work and dedication truly demonstrates what it means to be a Johnson College graduate and live our motto, we work.
Dana Healy and Greg Grace want to wish you congratulations on your well-deserved successes and best wishes on your new adventures.
Congratulations to the class of 2020. Keep up the great work and welcome to the alumni group.
I am just here to tell you how proud I am of your tremendous achievements in this unforgettable year. Please be proud of everything you know, but never stop learning.
Now it's time to go out into industry and show them how you're ready to work.
Please take some time to safely celebrate this accomplishment with your loved ones. Take it all in. You've all done a lot of hard work.
I want to wish you the best of luck as you begin those essential careers leading this country forward.
As we move through these next few months and beyond, please let us know how you're doing in your classes, in your careers, and in your lives. I can't wait to see all the great things you're going to achieve. Thank you so much for all of your hard work and your dedication. You truly show just how we work.